Brand new, unchalked, unplayed Leon Sly custom cue. This is by far one of the best deals that you will find, the most bang for your buck, the most value for under $3,000. And in this case, it's under $2,500. This is a brand spanking new, fresh off the lathe Leon Sly. Now get a load of this. You guys that follow our business know that I'm always bragging about how good Leon's points are. They're among some of the best in the world. Now, of course, the points aren't going to make the cue play better. But boy, oh boy, when he does them like this, they sure do make a cue look better. Now, Leon, just to give you a little bit of background, because most of these excellent cue makers, really all of them, have some type of a background that led them into cue making. I was just talking to a famous cue maker today. We were talking about the fact that everything in his life pointed him to cue making, okay? But in Leon's situation, now Leon is really good at a lot of different stuff. His craftsmanship, his fit, his finish, his choice of woods. But in this case, I want to focus on the aesthetics. You notice he's always really, really good at putting awesome color combinations together. Well, his family for years used to travel the country and redo and refinish and recover and restore furniture in different types of businesses and theaters and all kinds of stuff. They were into upholstery. So it makes sense. He did a lot of other stuff too, by the way, in his career. But it makes sense because his color combinations are always on point. What do you guys think? Drop some comments in there. Let's hear from you. So 4 very sharp, very long ebony points. You have natural, which kind of almost looks like white, right? Natural, light blue, red, and black. Now check this out. Those ebony points are going into crazy figured roasted curly maple. Okay, it's got that keel wood look to it. There you go. Take a look at that. There's a better perspective. And this thing is cored with purple heart. Now that purple heart, when used with that curly up front, is extremely good for a solid hit. I did put one of my keel wood shafts on this cue, and it actually hit so good that I wasn't going to sell it. It's been here for a few weeks now, and I'm just listing it here on the site for good reason. So whoever gets this cue, I will give you a money-back guarantee, like we always do, with the playability of the cue, the craftsmanship of the cue, or anything about the cue. It's a really well-made cue, and Leon has a very long wait. So to get a hold of this cue without waiting a long time is a blessing within itself. When you play with it, you're going to be getting a double portion. I'm telling you, this is a great cue right here. I just love the way it looks. What do you guys think? 3/8 modified pin, again, cored with purple heart. That is Elforyn at the joint and on the Hoppe ring down here in the ebony butt sleeve. The wrap is a genuine black leather. It's called a Buffalino wrap. Buffalino, sourced by our friend Martin Bick at Superior Cues, Superior Leather. He gets some of the finest leather, and a lot of the cues that you'll see in the market, the wraps actually come from Superior Leather. So that's where that came from. I like the texture of it a lot, and Leon does a great job, of course, with his wrap installation. Both shafts are maple shafts, 3.7 ounce and a 3.8 ounce, 12.95 right at where the ferrule and the wood meet, 13 millimeter on the tips. Those are medium ultra skin black tips. Let's take one more look at that point work right there. They are on point. There's nothing on the cue right there. I'm just wiping that off. That was on the lens, then on the cue. It is in perfect shape. His finish always looks like glass too. You know, I brag on these guys not just because we have the privilege of working with them and their beautiful products, but we're selective about whose cues that we sell here. And I'm telling you, when you buy a Sly, you're getting super high quality. That's why people wait for several years to get a hold of one of his cues. Of course, you can get a hold of this one right now with no wait at crossroadcues.com. I've got another one in stock right now on the website that's got some really cool Ambonia burl. Of course, by the time you watch this video, they could both be sold. Always check in with us. The website's updated daily. We mark them sold and we get them on there as quick as we can. We've got a lot of different custom cues and cases readily available. Lightning fast shipping, financing, and some of the best customer service in the world. Leon Sly at crossroadcues.com.